In this class so far, we've been working on your basic drawing skills, but now we're going to talk about how we can use your creativity skills to make some artwork. The artwork we're going to make is going to be about avatars, and it's going to be about aspects of your life that give you strength. So we're going to start by learning about avatars as a part of cultural history, and we're going to talk a little bit about identity. But in the end result, we're going to make artwork that shows and creates an avatar that shows parts of your life that give you strength when you face a challenge. So, an avatar is an old idea. In Hinduism, an avatar was the idea that a deity would come down from the heavens and take on the form of a human or animal. And this was a pretty common motif, not only in India, but throughout Europe. So, in the Greek tradition, Zeus often would take on the form of another animal and descend down to Earth. But in our digital world, an avatar is a digital representation of a user's self, and it could either look like their real self or kind of their imagined and hopeful self. And so people show themselves in avatars nowadays in ways that are true, exaggerated, or even completely imagined. And I'm going to go ahead and guess that many of you have avatars from different parts of your visual life that you use in different ways in different places. I even noticed recently there are avatars for people that have a Comcast account. So it's really hard to get away from avatars. Even though the idea is thousands and thousands of years old, it's never really gone out of style. So this week, we're going to make an artwork that's an avatar, and it's going to represent parts of our life, parts of our culture. And we're going to focus on parts of our lives or our cultures that give us strength when we face a challenge. So this student work shows an avatar that depicts different aspects of her culture. As you look at it, what symbols do you see in the avatar that tell us about her life, her identity, and her culture? A lot of sixth graders know this from their social studies experience, but what exactly is a culture? Well, culture is actions and ideas and symbols that tie people together. And there are big cultures like a country's culture or a school's culture, but there's also smaller cultures too, like cultures of friends and families, things that you share with people that you're interested in or like to do together. And the odds are also very good that you are part of many different cultures at the same time. So you might be part of the Franklin culture or the United States culture, but maybe you and a group of your friends have a culture based on some interest that you share. So when we construct this avatar, we're going to try to focus on aspects of our identity or our culture that give us strength in challenging times. So maybe it's some aspect of your life in faith. Maybe it's some aspect of your family life. Maybe it's some aspect of your life with friends. And to make our avatars, you're going to use either traditional montage techniques or drawing techniques. Now, a montage is when we take different pictures and we put them together to make a new image. And some of you did this for your negative space collages. This is some montage work by Hannah Hawk. She used magazines and newspapers to create her work. Now, this artist uses old floppy disks to make his images. And this artist, Thomas Barbie, does digital montages. So he takes pictures and fashions them together through an online means. But I want to look at this student's work again. And as you see the image, I'm curious, what parts do you see that show her family culture, the culture she shares with friends, or symbols that give her strength? There's some great examples in there. So our plan is that tomorrow, on Wednesday for your workday, I want you to find images, 9 images that give you strength during challenge. And you can use images from your family culture, images from the culture that you share with your friends, or even traits of your personality that help you face a challenge. I want you to collect the images, but for me, you will turn in a list of what you've selected. And then I also want to know why you chose it. Now, you're going to do this on Wednesday, but it won't come into me until Friday. On Thursday, our learning support day, I want you to brainstorm and sketch one draft of how you're going to make an avatar from the images you found. So whether you're cutting them out and pasting them, or you're going to hand draw the images together, I want you to do a very quick sketch of what parts will go in what place. And then for the final part on Friday and then Monday, I want you to finalize your avatar either by making a more refined and careful drawing or a montage if those supplies are available to you. And then we're going to put our images in a shared Google Slides folder so that we can see not only what we made, but what other people made as well. And if you're doing a montage, I'm going to be looking for your cutting to be neat and accurate. But whether you're doing a montage or a drawing, I definitely want you to try to join the images in a creative way. I want you to really work to identify parts of your family culture and your personal culture, and even imagine yourself in a creative way. And I really want to cultivate in you just a sense of being aware of yourself. So as you're doing this work, use it as an opportunity to reflect on yourself, the things that give you strength, and try as well as you can to use the guidelines that I gave you on Monday to monitor how you're feeling about your work and work in a way that feels engaging to you. So that's all I have for you right now today. But please let me know if